In the heart of an ancient forest, where time seemed to stand still and the air was thick with mystery, I found myself lost, yet strangely at peace. I stumbled upon a secluded temple nestled between colossal boulders. A sense of profound serenity washed over me as I approached the entrance, adorned with intricate carvings that whispered of wisdom and enlightenment. My heart pounded in my chest as I pushed open the heavy wooden door, revealing a dimly lit chamber filled with meditation cushions arranged meticulously along the walls. At the far end stood a tall figure, back to me, silhouetted by the fading sunlight filtering through the cracks above. With cautious steps, I moved deeper into the room, my eyes drawn to the enigmatic figure before me. As if sensing my presence, he turned slowly, revealing an ageless face that seemed to hold centuries of wisdom within its wrinkles. He spoke not a word but gestured for me to join him on one of the cushions. I hesitated, feeling the weight of his silent expectation pressing down upon me. Taking a deep breath, I crossed the room and settled onto the cushion opposite him. The silence was deafening as we both closed our eyes, preparing to embark on this journey together. In that moment, I felt an inexplicable connection, as if my soul had been waiting for this very moment all its life. As the minutes passed, my mind began to wander, filled with thoughts of the past and fears about the future. But then, something extraordinary happened. With each exhale, I could feel the tension within me dissipating, replaced by a sense of calm that seemed to radiate from deep within the very core of my being. The master's gaze never wavered as he continued to meditate, seemingly unaffected by the chaos swirling around us. And as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting shadows across the room, I began to understand what it meant to truly live in the present moment, to let go of all that no longer served me and embrace the infinite possibilities before me. But just when I felt as though I had grasped this elusive concept, my mind was once again plagued by doubts and insecurities. I opened my eyes, seeking solace in the wise old man's gaze, only to find him now standing before me, holding out a simple pebble. "Take this," he said softly, his voice resonating with kindness and compassion. "It represents the weight of your burdens, the chains that bind you to the past and the future." I reached out hesitantly, taking the small stone from his hand, feeling its coldness seep into my palm. For a moment, I thought I could feel the weight of my struggles lifting from my shoulders, but then it was replaced by an even heavier burden, the responsibility to carry this newfound wisdom with me as I continued on my journey through life. As I stood there, holding on to that pebble, I knew that my life would never be the same again. The master had shown me the path to enlightenment, and though it was a difficult one, I felt an unshakable determination to follow it wherever it led. With a final nod of gratitude, I left the temple, clutching the pebble tightly in my hand. As I emerged from the darkness of the forest, the sun broke through the clouds above, bathing the world in a golden light that seemed to illuminate every corner of my being. And in that moment, I knew that I had truly found myself, not just lost within the depths of my own mind but connected to something far greater than myself. In the days and weeks that followed, I carried that pebble with me everywhere I went, a constant reminder of the lessons I had learned in that secluded temple deep within the heart of an ancient forest. And though there were still moments when doubt crept in, I could always find solace in the simple act of holding on to that stone, feeling its coldness against my palm and remembering the wisdom it represented. But as time went on, I began to realize that the weight of the pebble was not nearly as heavy as the burden of carrying it alone. And so, I sought out others who had walked a similar path, forming a community of seekers dedicated to living with a Zen mindset, embracing the present moment and letting go of all that no longer served them. Together, we grew stronger, our combined wisdom and compassion illuminating the world around us like a beacon of hope in a time of darkness. And as I stood among my fellow travelers, the pebble now resting comfortably within the circle of our hands, I knew that I had finally found my place, not just lost within myself but connected to something far greater than any one of us could ever hope to comprehend. In this story of self-discovery and enlightenment, I invite you to join me on a journey through the heart of Zen, where the weight of our burdens is lifted by the simple act of letting go and embracing the present moment. Together, we can find peace in the chaos of life and unlock the infinite possibilities that lie within each and every one of us.